When you apply for the Q mark, you go in the resource center and first buy the standard of that product you want. So it is that standard that is like a Bible to follow. And in a way, we changed almost everything, how we were operating. I'll give you examples. Before, we were not recording, for example, the parameters of our raw materials. What is it that you look out for to say that, okay, this mukene is good? So with the standard and making standard operating procedures, developing standard operating procedures, we had to put parameters that are standard. Is the mukene still having the silver lining? Is the mukene still having the color? What color does it have? What is the smell? How does it look? So those things all we had to go through them. That was our first. And then the other was on how we handle it. We needed to buy these other equipment to use. Before we were not using these ones. We would maybe get a kutia or chivera, something like that. But now we are using perforated containers, we are using trays, we are using airtight containers to avoid contamination. And this is mainly also helps to handle. It's a standard under handling and spoilage so that it doesn't get spoiled. And then the premises themselves. We needed, for example, fry traps to be put in the windows. The windows are not supposed to be like windows for home, just. So you put that, we had to put that behind. We needed to put a reception, changing and bathing area. Before, we came when we have bathed, but here we have to bathe again, we have to change clothes, we have to wear our protective gears. I even didn't know that this kind of PEs were available in the market. But because we are following the standard, you end up looking for them. You forcefully look for them where they are. We also changed our sorting table. Before, we were not using these stainless tables and equipment. We were using a HUA. But right now, we had to put in money and get proper equipment, proper working tables that are food grade, that are stainless, that are good for people. Then also for the weighing scale, we actually used to cheat ourselves because you're not calibrating the weighing scale, you don't know whether it is giving more or less. But now, because it's checked, it's digital, there you're able to tell. It can tear the container size, or it can tear these other ones, and then you get actual. And we also work with precise systems that checks on us. If it has a problem, they are on call. How to wash them and take record. Another thing we changed was on labeling. The label also changed. Before we used to put mukene snack, but there's also a standard of labeling, and that one guided us. First of all, put the brand name, and then put the name of the product, scientifically and how everyone understands it properly. But all that information was got from the labeling standard that was given to us by UNBS. Now, from there, you put the batch number, you put the manufacturing date, and expiry date. Before, we could only put expiry date. But now we put the 3 dates. All that was not there before. So a lot has changed. We had to guide, we had to put safety standards for us and also for the consumers. For example, we would not go for medical checkup regularly. But because it's a requirement and it's a standard by UNBS, we have found ourselves going for medical checkup regularly. Even those that don't work here, but they come when we have work, they all have their certificates here. We check you, we have to, and also not only checking, but also I like the fact that they also train us how to be sensitive. For example, if you have cough, you can't work. If you have flu, you can't come and fry mukeni. The nankan will fall in the So when you have such, you don't work, you're automatically off. Another thing, before the standards, we used to sleep here, partly production, partly home. But we needed to separate work and home completely so that we can follow. Otherwise, you would not know who is going in the house, who is going in the production. So we had to separate that from our work.